Welcome back to Lonna, our brand new hybrid catamaran. We are in Piriapolis in Uruguay and getting ready for our 8-day trip to Angra dos Reis in Brazil. We have spent the last few days getting all ready, and just as we are about to leave, 3 hours before departure, we receive an error message. Of all the bad luck, it had to be the electrical system. This cost us another week before we could even consider leaving. This is going to be our first big trip, so maybe it is a good thing, giving us plenty of time to look back where Lonna splashed for the very first time. This doesn't look good. Luckily, Jerome himself is also very handy. We work hard to prepare our trip. A new unit in the battery compartment, a change in the halyard, I am preparing food for the freezer, so that we only have to heat it up in the microwave. And Scott and Jerome are changing the pulleys. Because Lonna is the first hybrid, we have to do some tests to find the right pulleys for the best result. This is not an easy task. A flashback. Lonna was splashed in November 2022 in Argentina. She left the factory at 7 in the morning and it took roughly 4.5 hours before we reached the ramp. It was only a few streets away, but the streets are narrow and the boat is big. It took a lot of effort, patience and a hell of a driver to get this job done. Uh-oh, there's a car on the road. We have to find the owner, otherwise we can't get through. The neighborhood was informed about this event. That's why so far no cars and trailers were parked on the road. The truck driver is using his horn a few times in the hope to get attention from the owner of the car. Meanwhile, the helpers are ringing doorbells. Finally, after roughly 50 minutes, the owner showed up. That is a relief. Scott and Barbara were so kind to use their drone for Lonna's splashing. Just in time at the boat ramp. Soon the tide will be too low for splashing. We immediately notice that the waterline of Lonna is too low. Also, the logo and the decoration lines are too low. This is going to be changed. An emotional moment. Finally, after so many big decisions, preparations and waiting, this is the moment. Lonna is pretty damaged during the tour towards the ramp. The lifelines are hanging loose or are broken. There are leaves, twigs and tree branches everywhere. So the next step is repairing, cleaning up and take all the cartons out that protect the woodwork from the inside. Stepping off the mast. In the top of the mast we have added a lightning preventer.
electric drive display for starboard, and then the Yanmar engine, which is off. We are running under electric right now, and then of course the B&G displays. So let's talk about how the hybrid works. We turn on the electric drives, and then all we have to do is simply put the throttle forward, as we are right now, and you'll listen, it's super silent. We are now moving forward. We have 66
Mark from Antares flew in for the test sails and shooting promo footage. Graham from Hybrid Marine also flew in for some testing of the hybrid system. And last but not least, they flew in to do a thorough survey.
So here's our parallel hybrid system. This is a Yanmar 3JH40 diesel engine here with a standard marine gearbox connected to the drive shaft. Then our electric motor comes on top of that and connects also to the drive shaft in parallel with the engine, hence parallel hybrid. So the mode of operation can be with the engine turned off. We can use the electric motor. That's rated at 10 kilowatts, so about 12 horsepower. So plenty of power there for normal sort of calm cruising conditions. But when the going gets tough, then you will be back on the engine then to get this full 40 horsepower for you.
Back to the future. Jerome, are you coming? Be careful. Hi.
So handy.
This is funny. The hybrid part of Lonna also has a remote control. Handy for anchoring or for stepping on board. Finally, our 8-day trip from Uruguay to Angra dos Reis in Brazil started. I'm not feeling too well.
Skipjack, we'll throw him away.
Yay!
During my night watch we are using a Yanmar engine and we are using a hybrid. So we generate on the engine and we are using it on the hybrid. We have two plotters. Often we have one plotter with C-maps and the other plotter we are using Navionics. At the moment we have the radar screen on and a screen from Victron Energy so that we can see what the batteries are doing.
The spreader lights are on for a short moment, so we can check the sails.
On the plotter we can also see AIS information. So both nearby are projected and we can select them and see more information about the boat.
finally in Angra dos Reis. It is Saturday the 8th of April, 3:30 in the morning. We decided to anchor nearby the marina so we can practice anchoring, and in the morning we have daylight to see where we are going to. We arrived in the marina the next morning at 8:45.